Hola, buenos dias. Day 15. Probably should learn the Spanish numbers, hey, and say it in Spanish. We are just leaving a place, a little village we've been in. Beautiful river here. Had our apartment over there somewhere, near there. And there's a cross on the top of the hill up here. You probably can't see on the video. But I think we're probably going up there somewhere, up those hills. We have got a day, it's only 13 miles. I say only 13 miles because yesterday was 19. But we're going up quite a few hills. I think there's literally a hill coming now, any minute. It's climbing for probably 9 of those miles, and then it's a drop into the village. So the guidebook says that there's a festival on in the village. So we'll see what happens when we get there, because when there's a festival on, everything's shut. So who knows? Pray for us that the way will provide. Buen camino. Hello and welcome to the end of day 15 from a very busy Santo Domingo de la Calzada, I think. Anyway, I'll post it in the title of the video. It's a town where apparently there was a man who helped a lot of the pilgrims by building roads and bridges and things. many years ago. And there's a story which I will probably put in one of the posts at the book about some chickens that is the miracle that got him turned into a saint. Anyway, I suppose he's one of the patron saints of pilgrims, and the town where he lives obviously has grown up supporting the Camino. But normally when we come to these towns, you just see pilgrims and the odd person walking around, and it's absolutely hectic. Festivals go on for a couple of weeks actually, but apparently today, the day we picked to stay here, is the day that there are all-night processions through the streets. There's a stage, and set up on the stage is a few bands. We just heard them sound checking before, and it's super loud, but hopefully not where we are, so be quite quiet. It's really interesting. There's lots of groups of people. I wonder if they're family groups. We should look into it, but they all seem to be dressed similarly, so the pants all might be the same, or they've all adopted the same colour scheme, and they've all got these neckerchiefs on, which again, they're all the same for the family group. So I mean, I wish I didn't have to get up to, super early to try and make some haste up a hill before it gets too hot, and I have had a bit of a hard time with it, if I'm honest, because when we're in the cities, we're kind of used to it being busy. I hadn't prepared myself for it being super busy, even though I knew the festival was on and everything. I hadn't prepared myself for it. So when I got here, I was just a little bit overwhelmed, and remained a bit overwhelmed by all the people that are here. Normally it's just a case of coming home, or finding your hotel, sorting your clothes out, getting a shower, mooching around a bit and having some dinner. And tonight's kind of issue was a lot of places are shut because of the fiesta. Fair play to them. It's their, equivalent of their biggest party night of the year. But that was a bit stressful. So yeah, I'm just a bit out of sorts, if I'm honest. But the walk today was great. I think we're really improving getting up hills. I'm not quite as scared of them when I face the hills. I feel quite a bit more confident about getting up them. And we are making good time. The paths that we're on are kind of like clay. You might be able to see on the pictures. They're dried out clay, so they're not too hard like pavement, but they're not soft either. So you can make a really good time on them, and there's not always a lot of stones and things like that. So our main priority is at the moment getting through the majority of it before it gets too hot. I mean, today I was literally dripping sweat. My top is still wet from how hot it was today. I think that Spain's going through a bit of a heat wave at the moment. I don't think it's normally this hot, and it's forecast for thunder and showers for the next 4 days, but only in a small period in the evening kind of thing, so hopefully we'll miss them, fingers crossed. So tomorrow we are doing a 13.9 miles, I think it is, so another medium length day. Today we got here before 2 o'clock because we set off at 7, so probably similar tomorrow, which is not too bad if you get back at, you're not in too much of the strong heat if you do that. So yeah, I'm gonna go and try and get to sleep and try and hope that I can sleep through whatever festivities there are going on. Anyway, buen camino. I'll speak to you tomorrow.